Vivek BadSalami. Now, this man can insult my people. I can insult him, and I can say whatever I want about him. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. If he can insult my folks, I can insult him. So, Vivek BadSalami, he just verbally attacked Ayanna Pressley. Now, am I her fan? Nope. I'm no fan of anybody in Congress. But he is trying to compare her and a black author to grand wizards of the Ku Klux Klan. Now, this woman nor the author that he's referring to have ever done nothing to the magnitude of a grand wizard of the Ku Klux Klan. See, Vivek BadSalami need to learn the very thing that he's rising up on is going to be his downfall. You can only get so far publicly insulting the community. Eventually, it's going to turn on its head and people are going to turn on him. So many have come and gone trying to insult us publicly. They don't last long, and he will not last long. Trust me. BadSalami here got a shelf life, whether he likes it or not. So, do you want any BadSalami? Nobody wants BadSalami. And eventually, the public is not going to want BadSalami either. So, let's get into this story. Vivek BadSalami calls Ayanna Pressley, Arthur, Ibram, Kendi part of modern KaeKaeKae. This is what he said. He said this, y'all. He said this in Iowa. Republican presidential candidate Vivek BadSalami on Friday called Democratic Rep. Ayanna Pressley and Arthur Ibram Kendi modern grand wizards of modern KaeKaeKae at a campaign appearance in Iowa. It came in response to a voter question asking BadSalami, whose parents migrated to the US from India, if critics would blame him for white supremacy or call him part of white supremacy. All right, so that was the question. He responded like this: Ayanna Pressley, she's in Congress today. Now, this is not even the question they're asking him, but this is what he veered off. But we know that racism is filled with deflections, right? So he's doing an all time deflection. So BadSalami responded by saying, Ayanna Pressley, she's in Congress today. She's a member of the squad. Her words, not mine. We don't want any more black faces that don't want to be a black voice. We don't want any more brown faces that don't want to be a brown voice. Pressley of Massachusetts is a prominent progressive voice among House Democrats and the first Black woman elected to Congress from her state. The Congresswoman appeared on MSNBC Sunday responding to the comments. The verbal assault lobbied against myself and Dr. Kendi is shameful, Pressley said. It is deeply offensive and it is dangerous. BadSalami then quoted the best selling author Kendi from his book, How to Be Anti Racist. Well, maybe you should read that chapter, BadSalami. You may actually learn something. So here's what it says: BadSalami, opening lines, the remedy to past discrimination is present discrimination. The remedy to present discrimination is future discrimination. These are the words of a modern grand wizard of the modern KKK, said Bad Salami. First of all, that book is not for you. That book is not for you. If you are not discriminated against, which I'm sure you feel that you're not, but I'm sure you're going to feel the pain real soon. I just got that feeling. That book that Dr. Kendi wrote was not for you. I know y'all got this inclusion stuff, but see, that inclusion stuff is anything that concerns us. Anything among your people is just for you. We know how you roll on that game. We already know. So the passage of Kendi's book is surrounded by descriptions of anti-racist discrimination as temporarily assisting in underrepresented racial groups in relative wealth and power until equity is reached again. That book is not for you. There are many books on the shelf that are for you, and there are many books on the shelf that's not for you. So it doesn't matter what you're offended by in the book. The book is not for you. It's not for people like you. You're not the audience that he's trying to attract. Okay? Just like if the grand wizard of a Ku Klux Klan chapter in the country wrote a book, I'm not going to run out and buy that book. That book is not for me. I don't care what he wrote in there, it's not for me. And he's not addressing me. So why should I get the book? So, in an NSNBC interview Sunday, Kendi noted he defended discrimination in good and bad ways in his book, drawing an analogy to the elderly being given first access to, he's talking about the jab scene. Talking to reporters after the town hall, Bad Salami doubled down on his comments. The fact that we're taught to see each other on the basis of our genetic attributes is something that would make the old wizards of the KKK proud. This is what Bad Salami said. Well, Bad Salami, I got bad news for you. It's been that way in America for centuries. That didn't start with this author. It didn't start with Ayanna Pressley. In fact, the whole construct of racism came from the people that benefit from it today. They came up with this whole crap and then got the nerve to turn around and try to chastise someone that's speaking about or even reacting to it. They're trying to chastise people over what your people came up with. I mean, it's so ridiculous. That's why they're not getting traction on it. They're trying to double down and still not getting any traction on that mess. You're not, and you never will. If you go anywhere on this earth and ask, who are the racists in America? Them folks' faces are going to come to mind. Trust me on this one. They know. I mean, and if you don't know, why don't you look? Go back. Let's talk about something recent. Go back to the Montgomery riverfront brawl. You saw people of other nations making videos laughing at them folks. Okay, they know where it's coming from. Everybody on the earth know where it's coming from. So these people have come up with this thing about calling the very people that they have subjected to racism racist, and they think it's working. It's never going to work. It's never going to work. You can keep doing it all you want, it's never going to work. So anyway, when pressed by NBC News on whether he was calling Pressley and Kendi grand wizards of the KKK, Bad Salami said what the whole movement represented is what would make the grand wizards of the KKK proud. It's not the first time the entrepreneur turned presidential candidate made incendiary remarks on race during the campaign. At a town hall in Vale, Iowa on August 6th, BadSalami called Juneteenth a useless holiday. The day marks the end of slavery. Well, I mean, he can call it that. I call his whole presidential campaign useless. Okay? This man ain't going to win no presidency. He's not. All right? He's not. And he'll get that wake up call when he's not the nominee. So, and I know they're all hyped up and talk about he's ahead, but y'all, the people that always lead in the polls, or because they think he did well being a racist at the podium at the debate. So now, oh, he's leading Ron DeSantis and this one and that one. These folks that peak out in the beginning never win. These folks like him that peak in the very beginning never ever win. So nobody should be concerned about his campaign whatsoever. He's going to find out how melanated he really is in this country real soon. Y'all, please tell me what you think about this video. Again, if he can insult my community, I can insult him. The door is open for me to insult him. So he will forever over here be known as BadSalami. And if you don't like it, move the hell on. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell. And I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.